So they're like loose in my briefcase. So eat them.
I'm trying to cut down on sugar.
Me too, that's why I'm giving them one.
Okay, does everybody have a packet? Or have their old one? Oh, need one here? Okay. Oh, hey, Nicole. Looks like some emails got stuck in with these Ignite packets. Okay, I think those are Doug's. Let's see. Yeah.
Good contact and that.
If you guys wouldn't mind, pass this around and check yourself off that you're here for attending.
Anyway, that's why I remember here to begin with, and then I was just like,
That's been so sideways. So many different ways.
Okay, everybody, I'm Lexi. I believe I know all of your faces and probably will get your names 99% of the time. 1% if I look at you, help me out.
if your name's not on here,
Just write it in. You can just write it in. Yeah, you're probably just not in the system all the way yet. But so welcome to Ignite Session 1. I'm glad that you guys all could make it today, and we're excited to get you guys going. And I know some of you guys are seasoned and have taken this course before, and some of you guys are brand new, and it's really exciting. So I want to start with how to get to Ignite courses, and were you able to register online through KW Connect? I know some of you guys are probably really brand new and did not. But if you go to kwconnect.com and you will click on KWU and then you'll click on Ignite, and then this will come up, and then you'll click on My Tracker. And this is how you're going to track your daily activities. So you're going to want to do this after every course enter your daily 10-4. So if you click on this little plus, see this says that you added 10 to your database, you made 10 connections, you just use the plus or minus. The 10 notes, you previewed 10 homes a week. And then for your milestones are going to be like the number of appointments, your assigned agreements, your written contracts, and number of closed contracts. And we will be tracking this every day, so it's really important that you do this stuff. And this takes you to my reports. And this will give you the breakdown of everything you've been doing as well. Okay, so if you guys will all turn to the first page in your little packet. It talks about getting your head in the game. So I want you guys all to take a minute and write your answers down. Have you achieved your financial goals through your career so far? And think about it. What has made you take this step? And maybe what's keeping you from reaching those goals? Oh no, you're totally fine. And I want this class to be super interactive. I feel like I learn more and I'm more engaging when I'm talking with you guys. So please engage with me, talk. So the next question is, what is the one thing that makes real estate agents more successful than the others? What do you guys think that is?
Training.
Sorry?
Training.
That's a good answer, yeah. Drive.
dedication,
Yeah.
Follow
Follow up. And what is follow up?
keeping in contact with past clients,
Uh-huh.
current clients, and any prospective leads.
Great. Yeah, that all funnels into one thing, and that is lead generation. Exactly, Fran, exactly. It's lead generation. That is the one thing. This is what Ignite is about. It's about lead generation. So you're going to hear from a ton of different amazing agents throughout these courses, but it's going to be about lead generation. And that's what you have to ingrain in your head. This is what is going to make you stand out. This is going to make you drive home your successes, is lead generation. So why don't all agents do this? What do you guys think?
Because they don't degenerate.
What stops them from doing that?
They're probably comfortable selling 5 houses a year and just don't want to go to the next step.
Comfortable, yeah.
I think a lot of it is, as agents, you gotta get infatuated with like the next shiny thing, you don't ever just do your basic 20%. You always get distracted by the 80%.
Absolutely.
I notice I'm a yo-yo, so I get business and then I don't lead generate and then I have a hole and then I've got business again, so I'm at least on my second upswing. So maybe I'll keep
So
doing
habits. Habits
You
is
don't
what I'm
follow your
hearing.
calendar.
Following a calendar, habits, exactly. So that's something that's majorly that will stop you in your tracks if you don't create a habit of lead generation. Lead generation should be on your time block on your calendar every day for at least 2 hours. So how does that make you feel? Like if you knew that was the one thing that was gonna stop you from building your business, I mean, how does that make you feel? Does it make you feel like you wanna find the reason to do it? What is your reason? You're fired. And is your desire to succeed more powerful than your fear from doing the one thing that will make you succeed? What do you guys think? You guys feel like, yes, it's in you to want to succeed, right? You don't want that one thing like, oh, this is boring, or I don't have time, or all these excuses that we let get in our way of every day of being our roadblocks to being a success in our business, and that's in lead generation. So the one thing that will propel you forward in your business. The business of lead generation and the business of real estate. Those are the 2 things that you just have to focus on. So mindset and attitude are gonna completely matter every single day. I mean, for all of you guys that have already been out there, how often do you guys get no's? All the time, right? So how do you keep that positive mindset?
Because every no leads to a yes, eventually.
Exactly. Yes, I don't want to sell my home today. Does that mean I'm never going to want to sell my home?
No, it's
No.
not your time right now.
So we're going to get into the 6 personal perspectives. The first one is going to be self-mastery. And do any of you guys know what self-mastery is? Sorry? Go ahead. Discipline. Yeah. The possession of great knowledge, skills, and habits that make you the master of you. When you commit to achieving self-mastery, you know your goals, you know your strengths and your weaknesses, and you know how to work with both your strengths and your weaknesses to seek and master the necessary knowledge, skills, and habits to reach your goals. So throughout Ignite, you will be acquiring the skills and developing habits to be successful, moving you forward to self-mastery. Anybody have any questions on self-mastery? No? Step 2, commit to the 80-20 principle. Denver, do you know what the 80-20 principle is?
Yeah, 80% of your profit will come from 20% of your
Of your
work.
work, exactly. So that can be like hard to like take in, you know, thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do all this work and I'm only gonna get 20%. That's what you're gonna focus on. So the idea that it might be one of the most powerful principles that you can apply to your life. And you can do that and apply that in all factors of your life, knowing that the things that you commit your time to may not always pan out the way that you want it to, but it's that 80-20 rule that's going to keep you going. And step 3 is going to move from E to P. So high achievers are always looking for the purposeful way. By doing this, they break through the ceiling of their natural behavior. You can attain a certain level of success utilizing your natural abilities, but expect to hit a ceiling at some point. So wouldn't you like to achieve even greater success and break through the ceiling? Yeah. Yeah. What about living a larger life? What have you guys, what do you have pictured? Yeah, for your goals.
Travel. Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else?
Debt-free.
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 Yeah.
investments.
Awesome. Yeah.
Blessing people.
I love that. That's really awesome. So Ignite is not only designed to help you start your business, it's designed to help you grow your business. Ignite will help you improve from entrepreneurial to purposeful with skill mastery. Step 4 is make being learning-based the foundation of your action plan. So you guys are already here today, so that's awesome. So you took the first step forward in doing that by coming and being here and attending. A learning-based individual is an individual who's made the decision to use effective learning as the foundation piece for their action plan to develop their life. Training and education are a big part of moving forward to attain your goals and succeed at a high level. learning-based individuals come into the process of acquiring skill-based habits. So Ignite is just the start for you as you're learning as a learning-based individual. Keller Williams offers many opportunities for you. Sorry guys, I'm gonna turn it down. I'm like sick and I'm super hot. So. And if I freeze any of you out, you guys can turn it back up. Okay, and then step 5, remove your limiting beliefs. So as you were coming into real estate, what were some of your guys' limiting beliefs?
Stability, lack of stability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's scary. Yeah,
Agreed.
for sure.
Giving up the comfort of a weekly check
Yeah.
and living on commissions.
Absolutely.
Something
That's hard for me. That's hard for me when you have that income coming and you have a family to support or bills to pay. That's scary.
Right.
Anybody else? You want to be vulnerable?
Being in sales, just being in sales.
Yeah,
It's
just
got a
putting
bad
yourself out
rap,
there.
and it's
Yeah.
just a career
People-
that I wouldn't want.
People don't wanna work with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Why would you think that?
I don't know why I would do that. Well, because I know me.
What?
That's why it's a limiting belief.
Yeah, I mean, you can. You think, well, what about me is like not good enough to be out there.
Right.
Right.
Everybody already knows an agent.
Yeah, everybody already knows an agent.
A lot
Market's
of
saturated.
Why would they choose me over somebody that has so much experience?
Yeah.
Because I think Paul is awesome.
Right.
Well, thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome.
So I think through Ignite, we're going to overcome a lot of those limiting beliefs. So high achievers, they remove beliefs from their thinking that hold them back, and they're going to affirmations. So it's about that positive thinking again. So in order to successfully develop at a higher level, you'll need to clear your mind of limiting beliefs first. For example, any of these thoughts in your head, I have to be an expert, I have to know everything, that would be mine. I feel like I'm one of those people, I really want to know everything before I try to give information. Because I'm in the business will come to me naturally. Do any of you guys think that? Yeah, I'm just going to fall in my lap. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get you to redirect those negative thoughts into positive ones. So I need to be a professional, not an expert. Expertise will come from doing. The training will best prepare me for success in real estate, and business and taking productive action will cause my success. So when I set and track my goal and complete the activities required to meet my goal, I will fund my life this year. Are those things that you think that you can turn those negative thoughts into something positive? I feel like if we say those affirmations in our head daily, and we can completely change our direction of thinking. Fran, did you have a question?
Yeah, kind of was wondering where you're at. I'm on page 12, but I missed the part where you've got lines here to fill in, and I don't, on unlimited beliefs.
We kind of
I think you just said
we
that.
will kind of skip through them, and so if you want to go back through part of it, it's because this session is super long and we can't make it through all of it.
Okay.
So some of it, if you guys want to go back in and fill out, you can. So throughout Ignite, you'll learn how to combat your limiting beliefs and turn them into action. The step 6 is be accountable. An accountable person says, everything in my life is a result of my choices and actions. I own my life. So I'm sure you guys know a lot of people that don't take responsibility for their actions. How annoying is that, right? So don't be one of those people. Take responsibility of your life. Know that the lead generation part and your positive affirmations, those are up to you to decide what you want to do with your life and your career and your goals and your dreams. Ignite will provide you with tools to develop and cultivate your accountability to be successful. So getting the most out of this experience, there's 3 different types of people. You guys have probably heard this before. The prisoner, who has to be here, they don't want to be here, and they don't really know why they're here. The second is the vacationer. A day in training is better than a day on the job. So you're just here, it's easy to sit here and take notes and talk and be interactive, but is it lead generation? Not really. And then the explorer, excited and curious about new knowledge, skills, and tools they will discover in class. If anybody is the prisoner here, like, you guys don't need to be here. Like, feel free to leave. I just want you guys all to be the explorers. And if you're here on vacation and you're just here to learn, cool, more power to you, I guess. But I want you guys to get the most out of it being the explorer. So ask questions as you go. So, as we're gonna go through, we're gonna go back to your big why. So, have any of you guys heard of the book, Your Big Why? No? Yeah. Or The One Thing? You heard those? Those are really great books. Yeah. You're saying yes? Okay. So, the first skill we're gonna do is know your big why and your monetary goals. I think that's really important because you have to have a goal in order to keep driving you forward. So I want you guys to take a minute and write out your personal big why. What is the one thing that stirs your soul? Why are you here? Why are you in this business? What do you hope to achieve for you and your family? Is everybody about done? Need a few more minutes? I want you guys to take just a minute. I want you guys all to close your eyes, okay? We're going to be thinking about some things. I want you guys just to kind of clear your mind, and I want you to be thinking about your big why and the things that are going to propel you forward. So, 12 months from now, imagine that it's today. Your business is thriving, and your life is everything you've dreamed of. Your customers rave about the experience and value provide and thank you when they have a real estate need. Your family and friends are so proud of your success and are consistently referring business your way. You're helping others live their dream of owning a home because you are focused on helping them get what they desire. You are building the foundation and momentum for your entire career, and you're gaining relationships and experiences and the income you desire. You're now the top center for your business. And you are on the path to building a career worth having, a business worth owning, and a life worth living. So what does that look like for you guys? I want you guys to open your eyes. I want you to share some of those things with each other.
For me, it's being completely debt-free and able to bless anybody I want whenever I want.
I love that.
Never seeing a need and finding out that I don't have to wait to bless them like I want that bothers me.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love that though.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Just having money not be a worry, just having,
Yeah.
like all the books say,
Yeah.
just having money work for you and not working for the money.
Yeah. Worry is something that everybody struggles with, I think, daily. And if that was one thing that you could take off of your plate, that worry would feel pretty good.
Being my own business owner too, you know, I can dictate the constraints of how I want to talk today and how I want to think and what I want to eat, do, and when I have to be there. And those kind of
Absolutely.
things.
Yeah.
I mean, within reason.
That freedom of that it feels really lightweight, doesn't it, when you get to do that?
And it's a security thing. I'm lucky that my husband has a wonderful job, but
he's part of that government shutdown, and he's having to go to work, and he's not getting paid.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad I got a couple closings coming up.
Knowing that you can support that and take that stress off of not only yourself, but him too. Knowing that you can bless him in that way.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's gotta feel really good. Anybody else?
For me, it's also a good example of my daughter. She really is at that point in life where she really wants to step into something, and to see me go ahead really has been motivating to her.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of people, everybody has somebody in their life that they would like to be that person for. Yeah. So I want you to write your answers on the next questions down. So what was your driving motivation, the why or goal for a career in real estate? What will achieving your goal mean for you? And in what ways will that change your life? 21. Yeah, I want you to write your, okay, you guys went ahead and did all of that. Okay, perfect. So what did that look like for you? What doors would that open for you if you were able to do that?
I think it kind of spills to a little bit of everything. You know, my kids are my drive, and so it just opens up, that life, the activities, the freedom to be able to be home if sick or, any of that. So that was mine.
I love that. So the freedom to pick and choose when you can spend time with your children.
Mm-hmm.
Quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. Did you guys go on to the next page too? From your answers on the previous page, write the one statement that summarizes your big why. So kind of like your mission statement. Something that you can say as an affirmation in your head every morning when you wake up and you're sick and you're tired or you've gotten too many no's the day before. What is the one thing that can remind you of why you're getting up and doing something and what's going to propel you to do your lead generation for 2 hours every day?
I'll share mine.
Please.
I'm providing a better quality of life for my family and other families by honoring people and honoring homes.
I love that. Yeah. That's awesome. I'd like to hear from Brian.
On my big one?
Yeah, oh good. I haven't heard you talk yet. And your season, so I'd like for you to share some of your, your big why.
My big why is stability through passive income for my son, Charlie.
Yes.
So, Charlie has special needs, and I look forward to the day when I don't have to work to know that he has the quality of life that he wants to have for the rest of his life.
Right, absolutely.
And so, I've got a limited time. At some point, I could get hit by a bus, or be unable to work, or whatever that looks like. And until I know that stability is there, I'm going to keep on working.
That peace of mind, right?
Yeah.
Every day, so you can wake up and say, "I'm doing this for my son, so I can have peace of mind."
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big one. Anybody else? Want to share? Elizabeth?
Pay off the student loan before I retire.
Yeah.
That's a good goal. You were in school for quite a long time, weren't you?
Yeah, and I was a college professor, so you have to have degrees for that, but they don't pay you.
To get the degree.
Yeah, so I basically have a tiny mortgage right now. Student loan.
So what could get in the way of your big why?
Me?
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah. What else? What else could you see that could get in the way of your big why?
Focusing on the outcome instead of being in love with the process.
I love that.
So, waking up every day saying, did I win the day, is what it should be, instead of saying, oh crap, I don't have any money coming in, I got bills coming in.
Yeah, sometimes we have to have like a reality check, right? I've got to have money, I have to do this. Nobody calls you at 8 a.m. and says, Brian Stone, where are you today?
Actually, I have done that.
Yeah, I might notice that you guys haven't been here for a couple weeks, and I might call you, but I'm not gonna be calling you on the daily, like, where are you at? Yeah. So if you guys think it's mainly, you realize it's you, that no matter what those obstacles are, it's really ultimately you that is stopping you from getting there. So how could you prevent that from happening?
Task list.
Task list?
Mm-hmm.
calendar,
Yeah.
time blocking.
Priorities, you know, prioritize whatever is important for that day and
Yeah,
accomplish it.
exactly.
Have somebody ask you the accountability questions that you need
Yes.
to be asked.
Along with that, I was gonna say, I find when I actually come in and do classes more, I find myself more motivated and upbeat and instead of dragging my feet. So
Yeah,
it
you're
keeps-
learning, you're with
keeps
your
me-
peers, you get to masterminds, you know, yeah, it's inspiring to be with other people that have, you know, kind of the same goals and the same tasks at hand. Makes it easier when you work in groups too, I think.
Yeah, I think stepping through my fears, you know, the things that I don't see, like you said, you always wanna know everything up front, I'm like that too, and there's just so much to this business. I imagine somebody could know it all up front, but I don't.
Right,
So
right.
going forward, even when you don't wanna go
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, you're providing experience, it doesn't always have to be perfect, you know. Like, you're just helping navigate them sell homes and buy and sell homes, so, you know, I've told you guys all before, like, you're gonna be experiencing so many different emotions with these people, and so it's a limiting belief, you know, to think that you can't do that. I don't know, you have family and friends, and you help them navigate that all the time, so why wouldn't you be able to do that in real estate? So next thing we're gonna do is talk about your monetary goal. That's kind of important, right? Money, kind of
That's why we're here.
kind of the reason why we're here, right? So I want you guys all to write down what your monetary goal is.
Now, is this after the market center gets their cut?
Yeah, explain, so,
That's why I always get hung up on the CGI, there's so many different things
Yes.
that it asks.
yeah, well, and there's CGI and there's GCI. So gross commission income is the net of market center split. So the net after the market center split,
Okay,
but before expenses and taxes.
okay.
So you guys know the average home price in our area, everybody know?
160?
Yes, yep, that's where it was, 150, it moved up just recently to 160. So you can write that in. And the average commission rate to you guys is,
It went up to 160?
yes,
3%?
Cool, let's, what you guys sell? Oh, you guys sell a lot of it.
I know,
Talk to Gina.
I know. Actually, I wrote a contract to Gina the other day.
so your gross commission income is times 30%, and you're capped at 20,000. So that's what our market center is 20,000. And the franchise is 3,000, so your royalty. So that puts you at a total of 23,000.
What's the average commission?
3%.
I know, but then what's the number?
And so you guys all aware that once you pay in that GCI, then you get to keep 100% of your commissions. Correct? Everybody's aware of that, right? Woo!
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys are all called cappers in training because we want you all to cap. That's the goal here. So we're going to talk about how many transactions it takes to reach your monetary goal. I don't know where this slide is. So if you have an income goal of 100,000, you'll want to figure out how many transactions you need to obtain this goal. Start by adding all of your market center fees in and knowing your average commission per transaction. So, this is page 25. So box A is going to be your goal income. Box B is going to be your market center fees. Box C is going to be your total transaction volume. And box C is gonna be your average commission, and E will be your transaction goal to reach 100,000. So in this example, do you guys all have this one? It actually has the example correct. So for an average home price of 200, you would need 21 transactions to reach 100,000 if that was your goal. So on the next page, on page 26, you'll calculate your own goal. Did anybody set some really big goals this year? Paul?
Well, I mean, that's not really, that's a big goal for me.
Big for you, great.
For me, yes.
Yeah.
Which is 2 transactions.
Per month? Awesome.
Which is big for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's yours?
60K.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did 60.
Which is a big goal. Which is a big goal because,
That's a big year. I wanna
especially
cap-
because what you first came into real estate thinking, correct?
Yeah, I still like the part-time idea, that's
She was like, I'm just gonna do this part-time. Yeah.
So that's where I
And
have
then-
my issue with lead generating, because then I lead generate, then I'm way too busy. I'm working 60, 70
You're working way
hours.
more than you wanted. But it gets addictive, doesn't it? When you start getting those leads, you're like, wait a minute, this is awesome.
Well, you can throw them my way.
I know, people keep
You too
telling me
busy,
that.
throw them my way.
If you get overwhelmed, I can do it.
Brian told me that first.
I did.
Okay, so the next skill, we're gonna commit to daily lead generation. So if you ran a factory, you would know how long it takes to make a widget, right?
We'll pay for you.
It's 27. You would know that if you didn't do step 1 at the end of the day, you would have no widgets. So, you guys can all see that, right? We're all on the same page now? Okay. So real estate is really no different than that. So time in lead generation, time in appointments, time in agreements, time in contracts, and time to close. So all that should equal 90 days. For every day you don't lead generate, 90 days later you can expect no money. You don't want this to happen. So just because you have, one under contract today, if you're not doing lead generation today, in 90 days will you have one under contract? No. So how long on average does it take to get a buyer or seller to sign a contract for a sale or a listing? Anybody know?
I have wondered this, what the average.
Oh, no.
60 days, sometimes or more. Depending on how much time you put into lead generation every day and how many appointments you go and close. How long does it take for a transaction to close and for you to get paid?
30 to 60 days.
Awesome. And how quickly do you want to get paid? Or how long can you go without a payday?
Almost 2 months yesterday.
Yeah,
Once a week.
Yeah, it's not good.
yeah. I couldn't go without a paycheck.
I love if we turn our information and that we can actually get paid that day.
I know, that's wonderful, isn't it? Same day. So what will it take for you to get paid so you can begin to fund your big why? Have to lead generate every day. Build your database of contacts, communicate with people about real estate daily, and commit to go on a lot of appointments and script practice to get better. In lead generation, there's a funnel, and it must be filled with lots of leads, also known as your pipeline. So the countdown to your payday starts with a lead becomes an appointment with a buyer or seller, and then an agreement to work exclusively with you, and next comes a contract and negotiating the offer, and finally you service the entire transaction through to a successful closing and receive your commission. It's payday. So every Ignite Power session, you will be making phone calls for your business. You'll help each other, support each other, and we're gonna cheer your successes on. And anybody who is hosting the Ignite will also ask for and post your results for the entire class to celebrate in that My Tracker. So that thing that we went over in the beginning, so that's why it's important. Because you want to be celebrated, and we want to celebrate you. So we'll need some of the names and contact information every day for calling in class. And you might think like, well, what if I run out of people to call? So we'll help you find new ways. So if you don't have a huge sphere of influence or database, we'll figure it out, we'll get there. So just remember that calling on your leads is single-handedly the most important thing you can do to build your business. And I think, just think about it like it says in here, but it really is. It's like cheating your family out of your big why and your big goal. So every time that you think like you're one of those limiting beliefs, I don't have time, or I don't think
want to talk to me.
They don't want to talk to me. You're not just cheating yourself, you're cheating your family out of your goals. So if that doesn't make you feel guilty enough, we'll guilt you into it. So what makes you think that some agents can call 100 a day while others can't? Practice. Drive. Yeah.
Fear.
Yeah.
Overcoming fear.
But agents can just follow a simple formula. Leverage powerful scripts, which we'll start having script practice every day. So whether you're in my coaching program or not, I encourage you to attend with me. We would love for more people to come. The more people we can buddy up, and it'll be fun.
You do that at 9 every morning?
Yes. Yeah, and I'm hoping to get it, like, you know, as I'm relaunching this program, it's taken a little bit of time, so I'm hoping to get that started next week. So, love for you guys to come. Yeah.
Are you having them up here then?
Most likely, we're still a little unsure of what's going on with the PC room. I mean, to be honest, we're out of room and we need more offices, so we might be turning those into offices. If it doesn't, then yes, I will absolutely love to still use that, but there's no reason why we couldn't do it up here every morning at 9. Nobody else is up here. So, build the relationship. So talk to people, get to know them. You know, it's not, that's what you're gonna be doing when you're selling them real estate. You're getting to know their needs and their wants and their family and what they're looking for. So get to know them. That's the majority of it, is customer service, just being friendly and being who you are. And then you're gonna ask for their business. But because you built that relationship, it's gonna come natural. Because why wouldn't you think, like, if you've built a relationship with them and they've gotten to know you, why would you feel uncomfortable saying,
Hey, do you know anybody?
do you know anybody that would like to buy or sell real estate? I would love to help them with that, because you've already earned their trust. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to say that. And you're gonna ask for referrals. So even if they're not ready, or if you've already worked with them, maybe you got done selling the house, the next part of it is ask for the referral. And then come from contribution. So we always wanna make sure that we're giving back into our community, into our clients and our customers. But it also always is going to come back to your mindset. And if we don't have a positive mindset, do you think we can do this? No. So 4 powerful habits on page 31 is going to be the success of your business depends on you having productive business building habits performed every day. So 4 habits. Grow and manage your database. So we're going to add 10 new contacts into your contact database every day. So come prepared with that in mind, thinking, who else am I going to add? Who else am I going to add?
Explain that. 10 new contacts. Is that email, address, phone number? Or just name, number?
Name and number, I think. I mean, are you saying because you might have their email and not have their number? Is that what you're thinking? I think that we'll count it as a contact if you have a form of communicating with them. Because if you have their email, we can probably get their number eventually, right? If you build that relationship with them. So I'm going to say yes. But the instructor might say no, since this is my first time teaching it, but I'd say yes. And then prospect. You're going to speak with 10 people in your database every day. So you're going to be calling people. Is that scary to anybody? No? Good. And then we're going to follow up. So we're going to write 10 notes every single day. So those people that we talk with, we're going to thank them for their business. So how much of the business do you guys think follow-up is? Does anybody know?
It's 50/50, I believe.
Mo-
Yeah.
It's like, most people say it's 75% of your business is follow-up. So super important that you might think, oh, they're not gonna care about this business or this little note card. They do. And know your market. So you're gonna preview 10 homes every day that are for sale. So you can know what's on the market and you're able to compare.
When you say preview, you mean just looking at MLS, or you mean going
Go into the house.
Go into the house. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's the fun part.
Every week, right?
Yep.
You said day.
It says every day.
It says
Every day.
10 every day? I thought it was 10 a week.
This says every day? Okay, sorry, preview for sale every day, like on the MLS, and then preview 10 a week in person.
Yeah, there you go.
So 10 on the MLS, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Or you could just show 10 houses a week.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll work.
Dang, I'm like a Ryan, have you ever had anybody that went to like maybe some newer agents that previewed homes in groups?
Yes, yeah.
We used to do that.
We used to do it all the time.
So if you guys look around, you guys can see who you're paired with and Ignite. Meet somebody, say, hey, let's go preview some homes together. Plus, it's a great safety rule.
Can I share a story?
Yeah, please do.
My first Ignite, I was fortunate enough to partner with 3 other people. I think 4 is a sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
And all 4 of us are still in production and having success because of the foundation we set together.
That's awesome. And so do you guys still partner and call on each other or mastermind?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, at least once a month.
That's,
Steve Holland.
so don't let that be your roadblock, that you're scared or you don't know anybody. Did you guys say something?
Sometimes I read the emails for realtor luncheons, one time you go preview and get a free lunch, and what I did often
Yeah.
was, whenever I went to one of those locations, I found a bunch of vacant houses nearby and learned the area, since I've only been in this area a little over a year.
Mm-hmm.
I used it to learn different towns with different suburbs, because subdivisions and all that.
It's a really good way to
You
learn
just make a
Springfield.
couple hours and have it in one area, and it
Yeah.
doesn't take long.
Right. Yeah, I encourage you like maybe to go out of your bubble to what you're familiar with, you know, just out of the neighborhood. Maybe you want to focus on a higher scale point. Great, go to it. Maybe you feel like the homes are really moving in that, 80 to 100 range, and that's what you want to focus on. Find a neighborhood.
And usually now they're starting back up again, going to them realtor luncheons, at least you get fed.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's what she said. And in fact, Susan Stowe, her group just dropped some flyers off.
Yeah.
I don't know if one of you guys still have one, but if you didn't grab one, Susan Stowe is having a realtor lunch. When was it?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Taco
Free
one.
tacos, so yeah, you guys go.
Where's that at?
On Wednesday, too.
If you want to go down and grab a flyer from Susan Stowe's office, they should have one for you. She's just around the corner from my office, and she's around the corner on the right. And
There's
then-
another luncheon on Wednesday too, during the team meeting time period, but,
Mhm.
we'll learn about that, anybody know about that, and then get it.
Yeah, so lots of opportunities to find preview homes, even if you don't want to just find the ones on the MLS, but. And then the daily 10-4. So we're gonna fill out that daily 10-4 every day. It's just a simple tracking method. Daily, obviously, every day, 6 days if you take a day off. And then 10 of each, and then 4 activities. So you're going to, how you complete is you're going to grow and manage your database. So add 10 people to your database. This says with their complete contact information. Means adding their name, address, phone number, cell phone, and more contact info if you can get it. So I would say even if you have their email, that's a way for you to reach out and contact them that day. You're going to prospect, so you're going to connect with 10 people in your database. So you're going to tell them about your business, you're going to ask for their business, and then you're going to ask for their referral business too. And then,
I'm sorry, you jumped ahead on that 4 activities. What activities?
it's called the daily 10-4. So the first activity is going to be manage your database by
Okay.
adding 10 people.
So we're
that's,
covering them now.
yep.
That's what I wanted.
Yep. Nope.
Thank you.
Nope, you're right on. You're good. So manage your database and grow, prospect, and then follow up with the 10 note cards, and then know your market. So preview 10 homes per week. And then that's when you're going to use that success tracker on the My Tracker under My KW. this is, I showed you guys in the beginning, so for anybody that wasn't here in the very beginning of this class where I was showing, I can show you afterwards, but this is the look of what that looks like. So you'll enter the daily ones, which is your, how many people you added to your contacts, to your database, and then the milestones is gonna be if you actually have an appointment, things like that. And then you just, this is the second page, when you click on daily 10-4, you'll just add plus or minus. So scripts. How many of you guys have practiced scripts before? Yeah? Awesome. So did you find everything you're looking for? Is this a script that you guys have heard before? Or go ahead, look around, and please let me know if I can help you. That's something just basic retail, right? Just a basic retail script. And so that's basically, you're just in sales now. So you're gonna use scripts, especially until you get really comfortable knowing the verbiage that you wanna say and make it more genuine to you. We don't want you to just like regurgitate a script, but you're gonna probably have to for a little bit and practice them with partners until you get really comfortable saying them. But we have all the scripts for you. So the entrepreneurial will just chat up whoever happens to cross your path. You're in the grocery store and it just comes natural, and that's the type of conversation you have and should happen very naturally. But then the purposeful is they know exactly who they want to talk to, what they want to talk about, and they're prepared to have those great conversations that lead to providing an exchange of business. And which one do you guys want to be? I mean, you can be either one. You can be both. I think me purposely, I'm more of the entrepreneurial. Like I just want to strike up a conversation with people. And there's agents here like Doug Lutz. He just walks around the building, and that's how he gets a lot of his business. It's just by having just normal, just down to earth conversations. Who do you know? I have this. What do you have? And just having those conversations, and it's just very comfortable. But the purpose of scripts, a great script is 100% customer service oriented and benefits the customers throughout the entire conversation. We want you to get comfortable with using scripts, and you can watch a video, and it's going to be how to use scripts, and it's going to be with a mega agent. So at some point during tonight or tomorrow, before you come to the next Ignite, watch that. See, and there's a place in there for you to put your ahas and your takeaways from that script practice. The benefits of scripts are they're going to give us the confidence to do our job. They allow us to stay focused and present in the moment, and they provide consistency in what we say and what we do. What are other benefits you guys would see coming from scripts?
Learning the language.
Yeah. Getting comfortable,
And not
right?
worrying about what to say because you're going to know what to say.
Because because it's going to come natural, and then it will be purposeful.
And isn't the goal of the script to get away from the script eventually?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly to be more genuine and to build those relationships. Efficiency.
I'm a talker.
Purposeful, exactly.
I love talking. I have set times each day on how much time I'm going to spend lead generating. If I don't use a script, I will talk to 3 people in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And if I use a script, I mean, now I may have the same outcome from those 3 people, but if I use a script, I can talk to 20.
Exactly.
Where you're still building a relationship.
Exactly. You have to know in which area you can use what for.
I use scripts in my dedicated time. I talk casually when I'm driving or in between things. That's when I'll call to catch up with those people and say, hey, and it's more.
Yeah, and it helps you, like he said, keeps you away from going down these little rabbit trails.
Yeah, absolutely.
It puts you in control of the conversation instead of the other person in control of the conversation.
Yeah, very, that's a good point. What are some of your limiting beliefs around scripts?
I sound robotic.
Yeah.
I sound like a telemarketer.
Yeah. So what is something that you could do so that way you didn't sound like a telemarketer?
Practice.
Find a partner, right? Yeah. Does anybody have a script practice partner already? Yeah?
Yeah, we did it this morning.
Awesome. Who's your partner?
Charles.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. So I encourage you guys all to either come to script practice or pick a person that you can script practice with. It doesn't even have to be in person. You guys can call and do it over the phone. Sometimes it might even become more natural because you're not standing in front of the person and it can feel awkward sometimes. Plus, you're going to be talking on the phone a lot. So there's no reason why you guys couldn't do that too. What are some negative consequences for failing to learn the scripts?
Wasted legion.
Wasted legion.
Being
I hate wasting my time.
You don't sound professional because you're stumbling over your words.
Yes.
Yeah, I've definitely lost a couple of appointments from not knowing my script well enough,
Mm-hmm.
so there's that.
Yeah. How'd that make you feel?
Terrible, so I practice my scripts a lot.
Yeah.
That's also helped me with getting some other appointments that I may not have had, I didn't know.
So yes, and yeah, that's another side of it. It's that you are laser focused then at remembering that one script or something that you failed to do during that time with them, and so it makes you stand out in your mind. So even though it was a learning experience, it was a fail forward. So in order to internalize scripts so they become our own and sound natural and friendly, we begin memorizing them, and it just takes time and lots of practice. So with any new skill, it takes the practice and to perfect it. And top agents know the value of scripts and continue to practice them daily, so they're sharp and always ready with the exact right words to say, or at least the perfect question to ask. So what we need to say to ourselves is learning scripts will make great things happen in my life because you're adding towards your goal. You need to choose ways to incorporate practice into your daily routine. So arrange with a partner to spend 15 minutes each day reciting scripts to each other. Record yourself saying your scripts on the phone and play them back while driving, speaking along with recording. So that can make you feel like you're saying it more naturally too. And when you hear yourself talk and what you're saying. Do you guys have any other good ideas on how to practice and learn scripts?
Keep the script with you while you're on the phone.
Keep the script with you?
While you're on the phone, yeah.
Do you make notes on it?
Absolutely. And if they say this, and this is my next response. If they say this is my next response.
See like a roadmap with your
Yeah.
script?
Makes it super easy.
Yeah, awesome. Johnny?
Something we used to do, my first job out of college was selling tickets for Sporting KC soccer in K-State.
Cool.
And so that's like a really tough job because like you're selling soccer. So, yeah, so what we would do is one of the biggest fears that I had was just, I think I sound, and I don't think it's that bad anymore, but I think I sound weird when I hear my own voice. I think everybody thinks that about themselves.
Yeah, sure.
If you record on your phone, like a mock call, you can listen to your own voice, and you can actually hear how you don't sound that stupid. Like you think maybe I fumbled over myself one time, I ruined the entire call. If you play the call back to yourself, it's actually not as bad as you think, thus helping yourself with that fear of rejection. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's a great tip.
You can record actual calls too. And then
Yeah.
You get a lot of
You got some, yeah.
There's I use a Bold Beast call recorder on my phone. Missouri's a one consent state, by the way, so you
It's
can do
called
that.
what?
Bold Beast
Okay.
call recorder.
I don't know if you guys want to write that down.
Yeah, it's $10. I record every conversation I have. If I'm driving and I get a call and I don't have the ability to write down the address that they want me to look up, I can listen back to it. It's great. Terrible memory.
Yeah.
And you can listen to yourself.
That's a good tip.
Bold
Spell
Beast.
it? Bold?
Bold Beast, B-O-L-D,
Yeah,
and Beast.
Oh, okay.
It's the best $10 I ever spent. I can go back and listen to all my prospecting and kind of diagnose where I went wrong.
But also, don't forget to practice your scripts with not just but your sphere of influence too. So the people that are closest to you, so what? Annoy them. Call them. You know, your mom, dad, sister, and brother, they love you. They're happy to see you be successful. So practice with them. So memorize a script in 6 steps. You're going to read the first sentence of the scripts out loud 5 times. So most people learn and memorize from repetition. So when you read it out loud, you're engaging your eyes, your voice, your entire body, and not just your eyes. You're going to repeat the same sentence 5 times with a huge smile on your face. Another trick is keep a mirror close to you, so that way you're aware of the inflection in your voice that's going to come through, and if you're smiling, it makes a big difference. So try staying in front of a mirror, watch your body language as you repeat your script. So also, like standing, because sometimes you'll be sitting, sometimes you'll be on the phone. You want to kind of see the way that you move and see the way that you're presenting yourself to people. You're gonna read the second line of the script out loud 10 times while smiling. And now for the hard cut, you're gonna put your script down, and from memory, you're gonna recite the first 2 sentences. So if you stumble over the first sentence, that's fine. Second sentence, that's fine. And you're gonna continue adding 1 sentence at a time until you have it down. And you're gonna say that entire script as fast as you can, 5 times in a row. So in that way, when you start doing it that way, it just becomes natural to you. And you just have to be patient and realize that it takes everybody a different amount of time to internalize that script and memorize it. So if it takes you, 15 times, or if it takes you 50 times, it doesn't matter. The fact is that you're practicing and you're getting better every single time. So everyone is going to take a turn practicing scripts, and on the next 2 pages, you're going to find 4 scripts to use for calling people you know. And on your own, you're going to choose 1 script that best suits your status. New to real estate, new to Keller Williams script. Remind them in your real estate, or new to the area. So we're going to stand up, and we're going to follow the memorize in 6 steps process on the previous page. So let's start doing this with a partner. I think that'll probably be the easiest. And I know, and sometimes, I don't know if you guys have actually done this in Ignite before, if you guys have actually stood up and tried it before, but I think it's really important that we try it, that we get up and we do it together. You want to? Yeah, that's what I told you. What'd you say? I've never ever done anything like this. That's okay. That's the point. That's the point. You're going to start somewhere. It's going to feel unnatural. And it's totally okay. It's weird and awkward.
No, just asking because I don't know.
I guess you
Oh, wait, Jordan, can you text me that? Karen, do you have somebody? No, I
Hello, this is Paul. Do you remember that? It's been a while, and I apologize for not staying in touch. I've been busy growing my real estate business, and I want some great clients like you. I want to share with you first how to help you. As you already know, it never takes time. Is it possible you wrote
got
I sure will. I sure will. Hard work.
Okay, guys. Guys, ready to start the next Okay, guys. What were some of your results? How did it feel? Like initially? Yeah. But when you know the script, when you know the information that you're gonna provide to them, then you can turn it into whatever is Okay, guys. I need to hear some of your feedback. How did it go? Hard?
It was very self-involved and self-aggrandizing. I mean, I call the second line here, every single sentence practically starts with I. And when I'm speaking to someone, if you wanna bring somebody into a conversation, you're talking about them. You're not talking about me.
Yeah.
And so they don't care if I have a new partnership. They don't care about any of that. And I'm talking to these people cold for the first time. They don't even know me from Adam maybe. So that was something that I found difficult in saying these words.
Yeah. So I think sometimes it is overcoming your own, what you feel is natural to you, and learning different styles, but yes, still coming from contribution.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like that to me. It sounds like, I have all their knowledge and don't begin with the word I constantly is the best way for me to.
And there are so many scripts out there that you're going to be able to find one that feels comfortable to you.
Is what I said valid? I mean, to you,
sure.
If you're listening to us as a person that's done scripting, is that a valid point? Because that's completely.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
I think it has to do with who you're calling. If you're calling your spirit, like people you've talked to multiple times, you're going to talk differently than a cold call fist bump. On a cold call, like for sale by owner, it's like, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm calling.
It's direct, it's to the point, you're moving along, it's different.
That's what I found. Like that was a really big hurdle for me, was when I was calling people I've interacted with before, my script had to change, otherwise it
didn't make sense. It felt,
Well, I think you said some limiting beliefs there, Fran.
Yeah, and it may be,
Well, you made the comment that they don't care about the new partnership, or they don't care about the business.
I wouldn't. I'm in the middle of taking care of somebody that just fell in the concrete, and you call me cold, and you start talking about, I have this.
But that's still a limiting belief.
It's a limiting belief.
What if you're calling someone that's just going through it in the family, and they have a home that they need to get rid of that's in a trust?
But
you're the perfect person to call and mention that you're real estate.
Couldn't I say that a better way? That's what I'm saying. I think the points are great. I have backing. I have people that can help me, and all of that. All of the points in here are great, but just continually speaking about oneself.
I think you can maybe take the points, valid points, and use it in your own language. I'm from South America. I have a really bad accent, and if I start speaking and just reading like this, they're gonna say she's reading something.
Yeah.
But you're learning the verbiage. That's the point. You're learning the points. You're learning the verbiage, and you're shaping them into your own genuine connections. So yes, your points are valid for sure. Yes, absolutely valid. Yes. But I also don't want you to stop yourself and think that it's a limit. It is, because it can be a limiting belief, because people do want to know what you're doing. They do want to know why they should use you. And
these are your sphere. These are people that care and love you.
Yeah, this is my sphere. It's a different.
They're going to want to know that you're in real estate, and they'll be excited.
And if you you got into that conversation where somebody that they were, you know, at a different point in that conversation where it didn't feel like you should be talking about yourself, you're gonna know and you're gonna navigate from saying things like that. You can change your script then.
Yeah, I don't mind
Yeah.
talking about myself,
Yeah.
but you can bring people into that in more sharing way instead of just saying,
Yeah.
I
You're
was,
not
I
locked
was.
into any one of these scripts
That's
for you to
correct.
use. Absolutely not. You're a 1099 employee, so that means that's the beauty of getting to change your script to what you want.
There, okay.
But we have scripts that we recommend that are proven to work.
Okay,
So,
thank
So-
you.
oh yeah, you're
I
welcome.
really appreciate your input.
Yes, and I love all of your engagement today, so I really thank you for that. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually get on the phones. We're gonna call some people. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so goal number 1, we're gonna call until you make contact with at least 3 people, and we're gonna recite the script that you choose. Goal number 2 is you're gonna get at least 1 referral, and goal number 3 is get at least 1 person to download your KW mobile search app. So do all of you guys have your mobile
No.
app yet? Okay, so we'll probably have to talk about your app. Okay, that's because you just onboarded today, so yes, you will not have your app ready. But that's fair, you should be able to have it.
Sometimes.
Yes, I can't remember if you have to join the board first before you actually have your app. I believe so. You have to have your MLS access. So we'll pick a different script for you to use for that.
So if you're waiting on your license, though, you need to not call until you're.
Have you looked on the MR? We'll chat offline off this in just a second, and we'll figure out what we need to do. For anybody that doesn't know if they have their license back or their number yet, we can group over here and we'll talk about that real quick and we'll figure out what to do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna say something out loud first. Okay, it's that second line on this page. I always come from contribution, and people will welcome my call. Okay, ready?
I always come from contribution, and people will welcome my call.
Perfect. So now you guys feel really confident, right? Ready to call. Now that we've said that. Okay. So, on phones, people. Watch your phones. And if you guys want to feel comfortable and move to a corner and call people, you absolutely can. But you're going to call and you're going to introduce yourself. I'm a Keller Williams agent. You're going to ask for the business. Use one of the scripts. And you guys have got about 20 minutes to do so. Yes. Yours also will have to go downstairs and fix it. It's like you have to download. There's like several steps, and I don't know them all. But you have to like clear all of your cache data.
How are you?
Oh, I uninstalled it and reinstalled it. Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to apologize and
Okay.
saying that kind of fell off the follow-up recently with you guys. I'm just working with you, and I just wanted to apologize. But I have been scouring kind of commercial properties for you guys. And it's cool looking. I was wondering if you're going to get together sometime. I'm just going to talk more about your portfolio and your technicals, just kind of get to know you a little bit better as well. I just want to make sure you're being represented. Yeah, what would be good for you guys? I know you work for
That's okay.
I drove up to Jefferson City.
most evenings from 5 to 7.
I've not been back in here, I just got it.
Or if like during the day, when I'm out,
Basically, I don't have a mobile.
No, I just, she's, Nicole sending it today.
Okay, perfect.
it might be, from what I'm finding out is it takes work and you get
just kind of where I'm at.
Probably.
This one I've been listening to, it's about real estate investment. It's called Bigger Pockets. They've been really helpful for me to kind of just figure out what's sustainable, what's not. Because, you know, and they're mostly just talk about different ideas and concepts. And it's been really helpful to learn from them with people that have been just whenever I do, I kind of go back and follow up with you guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, yes, okay,
You don't happen to know anybody out there now? Start reading you. Are you still reading? Oh, that's right.
Tell me your story.
Where is that? Yeah, we looked at a house. Story. That's what I was gonna ask you. Stay in touch with the I was, for the first 6 months, I was on the team. Hey, your email and
Okay, so didn't we tell you about our coaching program and our mentoring program we're gonna be building? Okay, because yeah, I wanna do this. I mean, I just don't wanna do the classes first and just see if
oh yeah, I'm ready.
Sure. So
The plan is to go out there.
We should get together.
yes, it does.
Especially now that I'm in town and I have more free time. I'm not tied to the desk. Alright, I'll send you a link to my app.
So yeah,
And download this and build your music. Like the Alright, cool.
oh, okay, not independent.
Alright, alright, thanks, Eddie, for doing that.
Because we were on the team, we'll be in the first room.
Thank you.
Obviously, this pastor has a church down in,
It was just rocking. Right.
it was right next to.
Paul, kind of, did you have any knowledge of this?
No. I know that.
Thank you.
Well, that's okay. If you come across I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah, he'll try, right?
Yeah.
Order, and that's what our executive team is for too. So we'll have, if you were at the age, I should have your executive team, you'll have me as your lead, and we'll get you paired up with a mentor, and then hopefully in sessions like this, you'll find a mentor that you can work with and bounce questions off of, because that's the whole idea. Is we're a community of agents, we're not just all independent agents, all working separately. I mean, everybody here knows that they've had multiple, not just one person with multiple. It's just crazy how much they, every agent that I play with is so willing to help me find the answer. They're like, okay, well, this is where you go. We'll go with this. Yeah. So neither one of you don't have your license back, right?
I drove up there on Friday.
Okay, so you guys practicing and calling? Yes. Okay, so would you do me a favor, would you practice with Donna Even back here? Since she's not, she can't call yet, you guys can always practice.
Chelsea, I'm so sorry, I made the mistake of it. As you were busy, this is Paul. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. I was just calling to see if you were able to.
Hi, I'm Donna Heeman. Michelle, nice to meet you.
I'm using my heart every day.
Okay.
No worries. I just take turns.
Okay, no worries.
So,
And then also, so that was just odd that actually put together so that when we consider this is my letter, I have go over it and want to read this and start that process. Spiritual is what it comes and, they worry about that. Pardon? So they come down to
Down the hall, when you get to the right, and then just past the doors, by the stairs, it's right there.
I have drilled very Friday. You like Friday, 2 o'clock.
Oh, is this Troy?
Yeah, that's through Sean.
Hey, Troy, this is David Stone. How are you?
I was kind of raising your
I haven't heard from you in a little bit.
we'll make it. No, that's better. I mean, I say, I'm on.
Somebody that had a, oh yeah, keep going, never stopping.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm right. I didn't even know.
So
actually in Springfield. Yeah, and your store is out there.
In all instances, purpose, it's the first Monday after the holiday, so. She may,
Right.
she may,
I'll give her an hour.
I'll give her a call today.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah, I'm sure you've been down a busy season too, huh?
I will send you the link again tonight. I'll send it again to you. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Party of two, so.
Houses or trailers. Yeah. Definitely.
If you want to clear, yeah, I mean, I understand, like, you're just super, like, yeah, I have, like, the lady that I work with, who's interested in buying it, or things like that, yeah, and so, I don't really, like, she obviously knows, yeah, and she's like, well, what's your right?
Definitely gonna find that up for us a little bit. And then we'll be in touch and if you need this.
Right.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Like, obviously, no, like, selling her, I already did that, like, that whole thing. And she's ready to sell now. She is wanting to buy, or she has something to buy. Oh, okay, gotcha. If you felt like it was something that you knew that you could call and tell them that you're practicing, right, it would happen. That's definitely, like, yeah, she's like good enough. Yeah, okay, that's why I was thinking about her. Because yeah, I feel like she'd be like, you know what I mean? I just like, yeah, that's totally good. Absolutely. So, and like, Wednesday at 2 o'clock. How much more time do we have?
Yeah, we still have
2 more minutes. Yeah.
Specifically for hunting. Fishing whatnot. 1, 2, 3. Since you submitted your
I'll try. Well, I dialed, I had 4 dials.
Totally up to you, I'm just letting you know. Hey Melody, it's Ashley.
My first hang-up today.
Hey, so I'm in my people state class and they're making me with Marcus and Everett, and I figured since we're gonna be doing something,
There we go. Glad I got you out of the way.
Marcus, my start telling me how it is. It's not one that I wrote, but it's just kind of like a practice one. Alright. Okay. Hello, this is Ashley. Do you have a moment? I'd like to share the exciting news that I've become a real estate agent with Keller Williams. With this new partnership, I have all their knowledge working for me, plus my clients get all my enthusiasm and hard work. I thought about sharing this with you because I knew you'd be someone to help me grow my business. I'd like to ask you who you might know from work, your neighborhood, or group who belongs, or you belong to, who's interested in buying or selling a home or investing in real estate. Can you think of anyone right now? Thanks for taking a moment. Thank you. I have a wealth of interesting and timely information about the real estate market in your area, and I'd love to send it to you. Let me make sure I have your current email and address. So let me Okay, what's your okay now?
I am full of surprise. Don't you know
D is a dog. And do me a favor, if you do hear someone with a real estate need, will you keep me in mind? And basically I'm gonna put it in an app, and so I'll give you my app info, so that way you kind of like look at my stuff and I'll available, which I promise you know. So please take time and please let me know if there's anything I can ever do for you. Yeah, that was great, right?
I did, but I never did.
Yeah, well, basically, exactly. And so my plan is apparently Alex says it's to make your own, and so that's my goal. I would like to make my own because I'm not sure I'm like, I didn't say that, and he said no, he know I wouldn't say that. But yeah, and now I got his phone number and address and stuff. When I get, I'm just getting to the trip next week, I'm gonna have like the KW app, and then I'll let you know if you want to let you know. Well, I appreciate it.
You can share that to them.
What do we need to do? One of these classes, I've got my meeting with the DSPO, so.
During one of these times, oh, that's okay, we're gonna, I think I'm gonna have the classes recorded, so I'll just leave it.
I said nobody needs to pay that.
Well, yes, let me know, so that way I know which one to send you.
Okay.
Because we're gonna record it, then you can just take it. Right.
I'll know Wednesday for sure. So, move back to
Today's Monday. So the holiday week is gonna throw us. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. Doing good. Yeah. I'll work with your boss. We're on to the next phase of our life.
Do we have 2 more minutes? Probably wind it up, just waiting on Paul to finish.
I will send you the links because we download I need to go, but I will stay in touch. Thanks, Russ.
I turned it down. I was like, there's so many people in there.
I understand about the lot.
Setting appointments?
Yeah, got one.
You set an appointment? Awesome. Great job. Felt comfortable? Did you use a new script or one that you've used before?
You just, talk to you in a while, it's a follow-up call.
Yeah, follow up, 75% of business. Awesome. How did you guys' calls go?
Good.
7 appointments? Yeah? How many? Awesome. Great job. But got more comfortable with scripts, right? Did you guys pick you said you used a script that you used this morning, so it's one you're comfortable with, and turned it into appointments. Awesome. He's got one, 7 appointments. I believe that Paul set an appointment during that time. Anybody else set any appointments while you're on the phone? You did? Awesome. Good job. Okay, and then for you guys that were practicing your scripts, your new people, how did that feel? Was it starting to feel a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah, it's way more natural.
It started, yeah, once you're finding,
Make it natural.
yeah. So it's not quite as scary as what you probably initially thought, right?
I was listening to her, I heard her, and she just kind of jumped right in there.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, she just said the script like it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, I feel like
Who were you talking to?
So wouldn't you love to have an accountability script practice partner?
Pardon me?
Wouldn't you love to have an accountability script practice partner?
Yeah, Samantha and I was practicing this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really push you guys
Who was
to
she
make
talking
those
to?
connections.
So basically, it's a coworker that I currently work with, and she already told me that she wants to buy a house in July. So I told her I was calling to tell her about the
Yeah, I
app
could
that
say
she
that
can
to a
download.
coworker,
So,
just like this, you could
Yeah.
go with that, yeah.
and that's kind of what my goal was, is somebody that I was more comfortable with, that I know that if I messed up, it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. And I think that's totally fine. As long as you don't wait too long just to jump in there.
Right.
Because you have to start somewhere. But I understand if you want to start your first initial scripts with people that you're with.
And I think too, if I wrote one, like, of stuff that I would actually say versus this, should I feel more comfortable as well? Because she, like, the things she knows, she was like, I know this, you know.
Because you can base it off of the same things. But I will tell you, some of these scripts are worded the way they are for a reason. Because they're direct. And sometimes there's keywords that people pick up on.
Yeah.
So don't change words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just like that she just, the thing that impressed me about what she did was the tempo and the timbre of it. It's not as slow as it is when you're trying to read it off the
Right.
She just really
Yeah.
right. So the cohesion made it sound better.
Yes, and so when you know where the inflection needs to come from in your scripts, it makes it more comfortable. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so the next skill, guys. Be accountable to your big why and monetary goals. So one of the 6 personal perspectives was accountability, right? So an accountability feedback loop. So goal achievement is the direct result of accountability. So to support your goal setting, we recommend that you do 2 things. Follow an action plan and work with your market center leadership. So following an action plan, during the course you'll have an action plan that outlines the specific actions you'll take to achieve your goals. You'll also create a calendar that helps you time block the specific activities you'll do to achieve your goals. Does anybody here time block already? How important is time blocking, you guys? It's literally, if I didn't,
Where is it at? If it's not on your calendar, it doesn't happen? Or is that? Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist?
Exactly.
yep, if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. And I can tell you that I love all of you lovely people, but if I did not time block, and I would be Brian Stone and I would get 3 things done in 3 hours because I didn't time them. Yep.
So how did you discipline yourself with a calendar like that when you don't come into it? I mean, we don't live our lives like that normally, so
You learn to live your life like that.
you just,
Yep.
it's just
Honestly,
priority on the paper is all it
It's,
is.
but you live by it. You check your calendar every day and you do the thing that is on your calendar. And if it's not on your calendar, you don't do it. And then you're going to work with your market center leadership to help you measure, evaluate, and make adjustments to your action plan.
Okay.
So if your action plan isn't working, it's okay that we tweak it. So we're going to work with you. Everybody on staff is here to help support your goals. So if something's not working in your action plan, come to somebody on the leadership team and we will help figure out what it is and what you need to do to rearrange and prioritize on your calendar or in your action plan. So to-do lists are not planned, they're not focused, and they're actionless. They're a catch-all for unresolved issues not related to outcomes. So instead, move from E to P, entrepreneurial to purposeful, with an action plan. You're gonna properly prioritize and plan your time so you focus on the things that matter and your dollar productive activities and avoid squandering your time on low value activities. So you're gonna make a list. You're gonna make a list of all the things that would require action or resolution, and everything that's incomplete and needs action, whether it's urgent or not, big or small, personal or professional. And then you're gonna prune. So you're gonna consider each item, and is it a dollar productive item? And is it part of your 20%? Does it have real relevance to you? If it's not important or it's not of relevance, delete it. You're gonna prioritize for the remaining items on your list. Determine two things: their importance and then their urgency. This will help you organize and prioritize the list. Important activities have an outcome that leads to us achieving our goals, whether they are professional or personal. These are your 20% items, the ones that are dollar productive. And then urgent activities demand immediate attention because the consequences of not dealing with them are immediate. So if you guys should all have a copy of the one thing. Don't you guys all have one? Perfect.
If you go to like the library and have like an hour version of the one thing, I was actually listening to it as I was walking around the neighborhood a little bit. It like takes it down to 1 hour and summarizes a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's on Audible as well.
And I believe there's the One Thing podcast too. Yes, and they're really, really good too. So
that was through the library, it's got more.
I believe so. Yeah. I know, I tried to note it down, you guys, so I'm like dying up here.
It's warm.
Okay. I know, I'm
Everyone's
dying.
used to 30 degrees and now it's 60 and no one knows what to do.
So if you ask yourself this question every time you need to focus on the one thing, it will propel your business forward. So what is the one thing that I can do such that by doing it, everything else will become easier or unnecessary? So what is the one thing that you guys think that you could be doing that would change your business? Legion. Time block and Legion, yeah. So the next activity, you can see there's a list of activities, and you're gonna rank them. Are they important? Are they your top 20%? And are they urgent? So you'll just write down a list of the things that you need to do on your day-to-day basis, or weekly basis, monthly basis, and prioritize. So important and urgent, important but not urgent, not important but urgent, and then not important and not urgent. So you can kind of read through each one of those and help you decide how to time block on your calendar. So you're gonna start your action plan next. You're gonna list the 10 tasks you need to complete. And lead generation is already listed for you because it's the number one thing that is, we don't give you the option. That is the number one thing you need to be doing. Yeah. And then you're going to rate each on importance and urgency and prioritize the task and schedule on your calendar based on your priority. So I want you guys to go ahead and take just a quick few seconds and the things that you need to do in the next few days, let's go ahead and write those down.
Business things?
Yeah.
Just business things or
Business,
personal?
this can be business and personal. Because personal things do need to come on your calendar too, right? Yeah. I mean, you need to pick your kids up from school every day, that's probably urgent and important.
They're funny that way.
So, I mean, it's even those tasks, we can prioritize those tasks and make sure we've got them time locked in our calendar. And sometimes you'll list these things and you'll go back and be like, oh, wait a minute, that's not quite as urgent as what I thought. Because is it gonna be so important that if I don't do it, will I have time to lead gen?
What page are you on, Lexi?
50.
51.
So are we going to page 50 or are we writing our own 51 right now?
Well, I believe you guys have a spot on page 50.
51.
Ours is on 51.
51.
51, okay, yours is on 51. Yeah,
It's 50 or 51?
50 or 51, somewhere there. It's page 50 on mine.
50-ish.
And you guys, some of you guys, yeah, remember some of you guys have an older one and a newer one and it might be a little different, yeah. Somewhere. Or make your own list somewhere.
Just make a list.
Just make a list and prioritize. but like say you don't have a listing presentation done. Is that more important than lead gen? No, you don't have any leads, why do you need?
Right.
But sometimes people get so focused on, oh, I need to have everything prepared, I need to have everything done. But if you look at it, is it urgent? Is it a priority? Have you done the things that are the most important first? And most of that seems like common sense that, yeah, obviously I need to prioritize, but oftentimes we forget to sit down and actually do it. And then that's where time blocking comes into play, and if we don't do those prioritized time block, then we're not doing things that make our lives easier. So a truth, successful agents plan their days and they stick to the plan. However, if you erase it, you must replace it. So if you erase time blocking for lead gen in the morning because you have a doctor's appointment, that's okay, you can still have a doctor's appointment. But we replace it somewhere in our day and we time block for that.
Gary recommends the month at a glance calendar with a pencil.
Absolutely. Because
Low tech is still is better at holding you accountable to erasing and replacing than technology.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all shit.
So we're going to protect our time by time blocking our calendar. So for the same period before noon, every single day, week after week, the morning is generally the best time to do lead generation. It's because one, generally people are available in the mornings, and two, it also ensures that you don't get caught up in any other activity during the day, and so that way you skip over it. Because a lot of times we do get caught up in our days and in the importance of other things and think, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. But if we do the one thing that's the most important first, we ensure that we always do that. So no skipping. If you erase, you must replace, and allow no interruptions unless it's a real emergency. Just to try to ingrain that in your brain. So there's some calendar, some suggestions over here. You can kind of see the way that they've time blocked. And then also your night week calendar as well. So the next thing that I want you guys to do is schedule the following, your daily 10-4 on your calendars. Make sure that you are filling that out every single day. Your missions. And then preview and visit properties. So make sure you're time blocking for those every day because that is part of the Ignite sessions. And then go ahead and time block for your Ignite Power session. So those all need to be time blocked on your calendar.
What is Ignite Power session? Oh, here it is. I don't know.
Do what?
I said, what is an Ignite Power session?
These.
Oh, these. I got it. I figured it out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I figured it out.
And then who's going to hold you accountable? So the Market Center's 4 Conversations accountability meetings. Are you guys all familiar with 4 Conversations?
Can I ask what piece of room? Sorry.
Mine is 57.
Oh, that's all. Thank you.
Yep. So in order to achieve your goals, you're going to have a profit, right? And we just work it backwards. So you have to have profit. In order to have profit, you have to have closings, right? With closings, you have to have listings. And with listings, you have to have an appointment. So in order to get appointments, you have to have contacts. So we just work it backwards. So every day you go through this and you say, okay, am I where I need to be in my goal? How many contacts do I need to make in order to get this many appointments? And this is one of the #1 conversations you should be having with any of your leadership, and also with anybody that you're going to be an accountability partner for. You guys should be talking with each other. And then, so we also have our coaching program, which you guys are obviously enrolled in if you're brand new to California or to real estate. And that's basically what coaching is. It's all about the 4 conversations and making sure you're doing the right activities on a daily basis. So we're going to be laser focused in on that. It's not going to be about, oh, I don't have my listing presentation, or I don't know how to to run the comps. Those are something that you're gonna do with your mentor and with the people around you. So I just want you guys to understand when we have those conversations, it's because we take your goals I take them very personal. Because when you guys talk about this is how it would change my life, that affects me. And I wanna change your life, and that's the reason I'm here. So I want you guys to understand when we have those conversations, they need to be very, very laser focused on that. But your mentoring program, we will be issuing that, guys, for everybody that's new to real estate. I will be getting you guys all paired up with a mentor. And then the partners in success. So one of the great benefits of having an accountability partner is that it increases your productivity and keeps you on track and in check with your goals. So since you guys are all going through Ignite together, I would highly encourage you to pick a partner that you're going to be in Ignite with. And there's some rules in here. I'll let you guys go over those in your own time. We're kind of getting down to the wire here. But you guys can all go over the rules and just be respectful and mindful of these rules and be of value to your partner. So if you're taking the time to ask them how they are and ask them about their family and all of that, that's great. But we need to be focused on the things, the dollar producing activities and having those right conversations. So be a good accountability person for your peer. And then your personal accountability. So personal accountability means that you're willing to personally understand and accept the task. If you don't understand the task, you can ask any of your leadership, your peers, your mentors to explain. If you don't understand why you're doing something or what it's going to do for you, just ask one of us. We'd be happy to sit down and say, okay, this is why we're doing the things we're doing, and this is what the results will be. And then take action to achieve your results. So we can talk all day long about activities and how to do them, but if you don't actually do the activities, you're not going to achieve your goals. So take that very personally. And then answer for the results obtained regardless of the outcome. So you're gonna speak for those results, and you're gonna say, okay, this was my result, even if it was negative or positive, because we can always fail forward. So you can always look back and say, you know what, I wish I would have done this a little bit better, but that is just the foundation for your growth. And then to accept blame if things go wrong and make corrections or improvements to avoid mistakes in the future. So like when we were talking about listening to our conversations and recording those. Okay, you might have sounded shaky or a little off at first. That's okay, it was practice. And you can learn from yourself. So what are some benefits of being accountable?
Get the job done.
Reaching your goals.
Reaching your goals. Yeah. Yeah. That's why you're here, with goals, right? Yeah.
Where's the money?
So on page 61, I believe, is the agreement of expectations. So for all of you CAPers in training, 63 for you guys, 61 for me. Yeah. So it goes through the agreement of expectations. So we need you guys to go through those. And if there's anything that you don't commit to on that, reach out afterwards and let me know why, or if it's something you're confused on. And then the next page is going to be your family and significant other agreement. This is going to take a lot of time and work and effort, not only in these Ignite classes, but in your career. So I think it's really important that you sit down with the people that are your loved ones and the people that you're going to be sharing your time with to make sure that they understand what the expectations are, but not only that, so that they support you through it too. I think it's really important to have somebody on your side and that they understand what the expectations are. And then after that, there's an action plan that allows you to go through and check marks. It always feels really good when you can check mark a box and say, yes, I did that, I did that, I did that. So use this as your tool too, to help guide you through the Ignite sessions and what you're learning. And if you can, please bring your phone or laptop, tablet, whatever you're using to add to your database. So can anybody recall what the 4 skills were that you learned today? Mindset? Be the first one? Anybody else?
Is that correct?
Goal setting?
Time blocking.
Accountability, which would be
accountability.
and scripts. So those are 4 skills that you guys practiced today.
What's the first one?
Mindset, goal setting, accountability, and scripts. You're welcome. Does everybody understand what the daily 10-4 is? So that way we can make sure we're speaking to that every single day. Daily 10-4, adding 10 to your database every day. Call 10 contacts in your database every day. Write 10 notes every day, and preview 10 homes a week. 10 homes on the MLS per day, 10 per week in person.
Can you speak to that a minute, about protocols of previewing a home and contacting the agent?
Yes. Before?
Because I made mistakes on that.
Yes. That's why it's really good to go as groups, because you definitely want to contact that listing agent first and let them know that you would like to go in and you would like to preview the home. So that's just common courtesy. The other thing that you really want to make sure you do is afterwards that you leave notes afterwards, that you leave comments about that home.
Give feedback.
It's just, the feedback is just common courtesy. So if you don't leave feedback, you will be looked upon as rude.
Don't worry about her.
So don't be rude.
Agent's feeling.
Yes.
Just tell them the truth.
If the home doesn't smell nice, tell them that.
Yeah.
Tell them that. They need to know it. It's just something that'll help them sell their own home, and it'll help you whenever you have people that preview your homes.
I wanted to ask, I've gone to several home things I just noticed the agents would just pull a card out, throw it on the counter and leave. And I mean, I guess that just gives the feedback that they were there, but I didn't see them filling much out.
Exactly.
So that's not polite.
And that's not common courtesy.
Okay.
Correct.
I mean, usually they'll send you a text message or an email.
Yeah.
Saying, can you give me some feedback? And
Okay.
Yeah.
Just email them back, say,
Is that why they're just leaving their card, because
You-
they're expecting to get an email?
You should do both.
I would,
Yeah.
personally.
I leave a card, and then they'll text me and want to know about the house. Hey, what did your clients think? Usually showing sweet, they'll send you that link, and you just go in there and fill out all the information on it.
If you're setting up 10, the easiest way to do it is look for taking a lockbox or BLB on the MLS that says BLB, and that means go show.
Okay.
That means that you don't have to schedule with the sellers, that you know that it's gonna be available. So it's easiest to get in 10 and like pick a day and do like all 10 in the day. And what Steve and I did when we first went through Ignite is we rotated each week. So it could be Steve's week, he picked the area that we wanted to focus on, he picked the 10 houses, he'd line up the showings, and we would all go. And then he'd deliver feedback on those 10, and then the next week I'd pick the 10, I'd do the feedback.
And see what we were usually sometimes doing, if everybody had their E-key, some new agents who haven't got, like you said, you don't have your E-key now.
Yeah.
So anybody who had the E-key, we'd all share, okay, your turn to open up this door, it's your turn to open up this door, so everybody would share in the feedback.
And it's a great practice to open up those lockboxes, because the last thing you wanna do is be showing with a client and not know how to open the lockbox.
Yeah. Okay, 5 more minutes and I'll let you guys go, okay? I've heard some of your ahas, right, and behaviors. That was some of the things that we were just talking about, like as far as common courtesy. I just want to make sure you guys remember the tools, the accountability tool, time blocking, your CGI tool, and accountability. Did you guys feel comfortable with the accountability part about finding a partner and having those tough conversations with each other? And scripts, or?
I'd like to find partners that complement my strengths, and I don't even know these people, so how do you know that? I mean, if you all have the same weakness, then you're never gonna, you're never gonna develop
I
it
think it's
there.
totally fine to actually switch up your partners every now and then, or maybe you have a few that you know, you don't have to have just one. I think that's, yeah. Especially being brand new, I think that in script practice, it would be great for you guys to rotate and then find people that you're comfortable with, because you're all gonna use each other as mentors anyway.
Okay.
Because when you find out something new and remember how to do it, then you can show somebody, and vice versa. And that's what I think Keller Williams were based on, culture and helping and development. So, comfort contribution. You guys have any other ahas or takeaways from today's?
One thing we didn't do is go around the room and introduce ourselves and say.
Oh, yes, yeah. Right, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. What you guys just didn't already have for us, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you guys want to go around the room and tell how long you've been in real estate and what your name is, that'd be great.
I'm Ashley Sorrell, and I guess if
I'm Paul Kenny, I've been 6 months.
Sure.
Brian Stone, 19 months.
Steve Chilson, been about probably 17 months.
Yeah, I measure it like a toddler.
Makes you feel good, eh? You've been 17 months.
Paul Morgan with 2 months. Mike Magadani with about 4 hours.
Viviana Owens since October.
Kimberly Hammond since July. Karen Castleberry since last February.
Almost a year.
Elizabeth Sherwood, March or April, I'm not sure which, but.
Somewhere there.
Yeah, somewhere there.